It was a chilly November evening in 1930 when Joe Labelle, a seasoned fur trapper and traveler, found himself trudging through the snow, heading toward the Inuit village near Anjikuni Lake. Labelle was familiar with this area and its people. He had visited the village before and knew the Inuit to be a welcoming, lively group, often huddled around campfires, exchanging stories, and going about their daily lives. However, what he found upon his arrival that night was something straight out of a nightmare. As Labelle approached the village, an unsettling silence greeted him. Expecting the usual sounds of the village, children laughing, dogs barking, the crackling of fires, he was instead met with nothing but the howling wind and an eerie stillness. There were no people in sight. What was even stranger was that the village appeared completely abandoned. Fires were still burning in the hearths of some huts, and food had been left out, frozen solid. It was as though the inhabitants had left in a hurry, with no time to collect their belongings or even take their meals. Labelle, feeling a chill not from the cold but from a creeping sense of dread, began searching the village. There was no sign of life anywhere, no footprints in the snow, no boats on the lake, and no sleds. The village was completely deserted. Labelle wasn't the type to be easily frightened. After all, he had spent years trapping in the wilderness, facing harsh conditions and dangerous wildlife. But this, he would later admit, unsettled him deeply. As he explored the village, Labelle noticed several strange details that only deepened the mystery. First, the Inuits' prized sled dogs were found dead, their bodies frozen in place near where they had been tied up. These dogs were essential to the Inuits' survival, used for transportation and hunting. To leave them behind, especially in the harsh winter conditions, made no sense. Even more disturbing was the fact that these dogs appeared to have starved to death, despite there being plenty of available food. Second, Labelle found clothing, weapons, and even rifles left behind, which further indicated that the villagers had not fled out of fear of an immediate threat. Inuit people are known for their survival skills, and abandoning their weapons and supplies would be unthinkable unless there was something much more alarming at play. The fact that they didn't take anything with them suggested that whatever had happened had been swift and unexpected. In the center of the village, Labelle discovered several graves that had been opened and emptied. This was particularly unnerving, as it is a serious taboo in Inuit culture to disturb the dead. The question of why someone or something would go to the trouble of exhuming the bodies in such a desolate, frozen place added another layer of inexplicable horror to the mystery. Upon making his discovery, Labelle rushed to inform the authorities. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, launched an investigation into the disappearance of the Anjikuni villagers. When they arrived, they confirmed the trappers' account, finding the village eerily deserted, the fires still smoldering, and the sled dogs frozen in place. The RCMP interviewed nearby trappers and Inuit hunters, but no one could provide any answers. Some claimed to have seen strange lights in the sky over Anjikuni Lake around the time of the villagers' disappearance, leading to speculation about supernatural or extraterrestrial involvement. Others spoke of ancient Inuit legends of evil spirits or mythical creatures that could whisk people away. The RCMP, known for their thorough investigations, could find no logical explanation for the mass disappearance. There were no signs of a struggle, no footprints, and no clues pointing to where the villagers might have gone. Even if they had fled into the wilderness, they would have needed to leave tracks in the snow, yet none were found. The mystery only grew deeper. One of the most compelling aspects of the Anjikuni Lake mystery is the series of strange lights reported in the sky around the time of the disappearance. Witnesses claimed to have seen glowing orbs and pulsating beams of light hovering over the lake, unlike anything they had ever seen before. This has led some to speculate that the villagers were abducted by extraterrestrials, an explanation that, while far-fetched, seems to align with the complete lack of evidence pointing to a more mundane cause. Others point to Inuit legends that tell of spirits or creatures that can steal people away into another realm. According to these stories, the land around Anjikuni Lake is believed to be haunted by malevolent entities that dwell in the icy waters and can lure people into the lake, never to return. While these tales are rooted in folklore, the strange circumstances of the disappearance have given them new life. Adding to the eerie atmosphere, there were also reports of a mysterious figure, described as a shadowy, cloaked figure wandering the area before the disappearance. Though these sightings were sporadic and unconfirmed, they only added to the growing list of supernatural explanations. The Anjikuni Lake mystery has captivated the imaginations of many, And one of the most intriguing interpretations comes from British journalist Nigel Blundell, who suggested an otherworldly explanation for the disappearance of the villagers. In his 1980 book, The World's Greatest UFO Mysteries, Blundell weaves a dramatic narrative around the possibility of an alien invasion and UFO involvement in the mysterious vanishing. Blundell's theory gained traction among UFO enthusiasts, as it directly tied the unexplained disappearance of the entire Inuit village to alien abduction. According to Blundell, strange lights in the sky were reported by witnesses around the time of the incident, an eerie glow above the northern horizon that many interpreted as a UFO. These lights were said to have pulsated and hovered over Anjikuni Lake, leading to speculation that extraterrestrials had descended upon the remote village. Blundell's retelling emphasized how the villagers seemed to have vanished without a trace, a hallmark of alien abduction lore. There were no footprints or signs of struggle, no evidence of where the villagers might have gone. For Blundell, this clean, unexplained disappearance was consistent with other cases in UFO mythology, where entire groups or individuals were allegedly taken aboard alien spacecraft. The theory that a UFO could have descended upon the village, abducted the people, and left without a trace fit neatly into the narrative of mysterious vanishings. Furthermore, Blundell highlighted reports of graves being emptied in the village cemetery, an especially bizarre and unsettling detail. In UFO abduction stories, there are often strange occurrences involving the dead, and in this case, Blundell speculated that the alien visitors might have exhumed the bodies for reasons beyond human understanding, perhaps for experiments or study. This added a darker, more sinister layer to the mystery. Blundell's interpretation of the Anjikuni Lake event as a potential alien invasion captivated those already fascinated by UFO phenomena. He suggested that rather than an earthly explanation such as a natural disaster, the disappearance of the villagers was part of a larger, cosmic event that involved alien intelligence. He framed the Anjikuni incident as one of the most compelling examples of mass abduction in history, bolstering the idea that extraterrestrials have been visiting Earth for centuries, sometimes with devastating consequences for those they encounter. Though this theory lacks concrete evidence and remains speculative, it has become a key component of the legend surrounding Anjikuni Lake. The idea of a UFO swooping down from the cold, starry skies of northern Canada, abducting an entire village, and leaving behind only eerie clues is both terrifying and thrilling. Despite multiple investigations, the Anjikuni Lake mystery remains unsolved to this day. No trace of the missing villagers has ever been found, and the RCMP eventually closed the case, citing a lack of evidence. However, the mystery has continued to capture the imagination of people around the world, with each new theory only adding to the legend. The disappearance of the Inuit villagers at Anjikuni Lake is a chilling reminder of how little we truly understand about the world around us. Whether the answer lies in the natural world, a forgotten tragedy, or something far more supernatural, the mystery endures, frozen in time like the ice that blankets the lake. The Anjikuni Lake mystery leaves us with more questions than answers, an unresolved enigma that echoes across the frozen wilderness, much like the haunting wind that still howls through the empty village today.
Thank you for watching this video. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos.